Soft piano fades in, dim lights. The hum of whispers fills a large auditorium. They said the auditions were for the next big voice. But that night, everyone heard something far greater. He walked in quietly, a thin, shy boy, maybe 16. His blazer was faded, sleeves rolled too long, guitar case patched with tape. People barely noticed when he stepped onto the stage. The host asked, half distracted, "What will you sing?" He whispered, "Hotel California." "For my dad." The first chord rang out, fragile, uncertain. Then his voice followed, raw, trembling, honest. You could feel the room stilling, heart slowing. Every lyric was like a letter, written in grief, mailed in hope. As he sang, "You can check out any time you like." His voice cracked, but he didn't stop. He closed his eyes and kept playing, tears glistening beneath the spotlight. When the last note faded, silence hung heavy. Then one person stood, then another, until the entire hall rose in quiet applause. Behind the curtain, one judge whispered to another, voice trembling, "Find out who that boy's father was." The camera lingers on the boy, clutching his guitar, breathing deeply, unaware that his life is about to change forever. Backstage hums with the sound of cables, chatter and rushing footsteps. The boy sits alone, staring at the ground, clutching the old guitar. Its wood is scratched, strings frayed, but it holds something sacred. A producer approaches gently, kneeling beside him. "Kid," he says softly, "that was something else. Who's your dad?" The boy hesitates, his eyes glistening. He used to sing here years ago, but he never got his chance. He cleaned rooms at this theater to pay rent. Said one day I'd play here for him. The producer blinks, remembering. He had seen a man like that, quiet, always humming Hotel California as he mopped the marble floors. Always smiling even when the lights dimmed and no one thanked him. The boy continues, "He passed away last winter. I found this guitar in his locker. He wrote my name on it, said it was waiting for me." Tears fill the producer's eyes. "Your father, he wasn't just a janitor, son. He saved this place once. A fire broke out backstage. He stayed behind to help others escape. Never told a soul." The boy's lip quivers. "He never told me." The man nods slowly. "He gave up everything so one day you could stand where he never could." The boy looks down at his guitar, a tear dropping onto the strings, echoing softly, like a note only heaven could hear. A week later. The same theater, but now packed beyond capacity. A banner reads, "A song for the unsung hero." On stage stands the boy. Same guitar, same blazer. But now, a quiet strength in his eyes. Beside him, an empty chair draped with a folded janitor's uniform. He didn't speak that night. Words weren't needed. The silence said enough. When the first chord rang out, it wasn't just a song. It was a conversation, and between a son and a father, between dreams lost and dreams reborn. The audience leaned in. Some swayed. Some cried. Every lyric carried the weight of love unspoken and sacrifices unseen. Midway through, the boy smiled through his tears. "This one's for you, Dad." The lights dimmed. A warm golden glow surrounded him, as if the universe itself leaned closer to listen. When he sang the final line, "You can never leave," his voice steadied, calm, full of peace. Then from the rafters, a gentle breeze stirred. A folded paper fluttered down from above, landing at his feet. He bent to pick it up. A crumpled note, faintly yellowed with time. In shaky handwriting, it read, "For my son, may you play where I never could." "Love always, Dad." The boy wept openly as the crowd rose in silence, hands over hearts. Montage begins. The video of his performance spreads like wildfire. Screens glow across the world. In coffee shops, dorm rooms, and quiet living rooms, people replay it, again and again, wiping tears they can't explain. It wasn't just the song. It was the story. The humility. The kindness, one boy, one guitar, and one father's invisible hand guiding every chord. Comments flood in. "I called my dad today. Cried harder than I have in years. Thank you for reminding us what love sounds like." Music producers reach out. Talent shows offer contracts, but the boy gently declines. He chooses instead to visit orphanages, hospitals, shelters, and performing not for fame, but for those who needed to remember hope. He tells them, "My dad played for empty rooms. I'll fill them with hearts." One evening after performing at a small care home, an elderly man approaches him, eyes moist. "Son," he says softly, "your father once fixed my broken guitar for free, told me music isn't about applause, it's about healing." The boy smiles, gripping his guitar. He still heals people through this. And for the first time he realizes his father's dream never died. It simply changed hands years later. The theater stands tall, renovated, alive. Tourists stop to photograph a new bronze plaque near the main stage. It reads, "In loving memory of Thomas Ray, the man who kept the music alive." Inside, the grown boy walks slowly across the stage. His once rough guitar now gleams, worn but proud. He sits in the same spot, adjusts the mic, and begins to play Hotel California again. Softly, deliberately. The audience is gone. But he isn't playing for them, he's playing for one man, one janitor who swept dreams into corners so his son could chase them. The melody floats through the hall, warm and timeless. Sunlight filters through the stained glass windows, landing on the empty chair beside him. He smiles, whispering, "Hey, Dad." "Still cleaning up the place?" A faint rustle echoes. Maybe the breeze, maybe something more. A single tear slides down his cheek as he strums the final chord, letting it linger in the air.